Temperatures and rain in the forecast later this week. It opens up the possibility of flooding along many of our area rivers, many of which froze over last week during the bitter cold temperatures. And that, of course, creates the risk of ice jams. Caitlin McCarthy continuing our 19 First Alert team coverage as she spoke with neighbors who are on guard for potential floods.
Every year here in Vermillion, the river freezes, and once the temperatures start to warm up, the ice begins to thaw, which can lead to a chance of flooding. We talked to people who live on the water about this time of year. That's the sound of the rivers beginning to thaw after this winter's freeze. The ice is starting to break off, which can lead to backup in the rivers. Corey Lesher lives in the Vermillion lagoons. She says so far this season, she hasn't been concerned about her yard flooding.
It's been pretty mild. There's definitely some fluctuations in the water. Lately, it's been very muddy, but this is the first time it's kind of frozen over.
Her neighbor, Lisa LaForce, has lived here for nearly 40 years. She says it's been decades since they've had a close call with flooding.
We came from an inch away once.
Just an inch?
An inch away from coming in our house. All of a sudden, we just heard this big bang, and then the water just went right down.
And was that the ice cracking?
It was the ice breaking and getting out of the lagoon onto the lake.
These neighbors are knocking on wood they won't have any issues with rising water levels.
The collection will kind of happen down the river south, and then when it breaks, it will kind of flood down this way. But there's a break wall on the other side up by the lake, and that's where some of it will collect.
Seeing their frozen lagoons start to thaw has them looking forward to even warmer temperatures.
We love it. It's like a dream come true. In the summer months, it's a lot of fun out here just spinning around on our boats, and there's a bunch of sailboats and boaters that come by.
In Vermillion,
It's heaven on earth, but we just say only 5 months of the year.
Caitlin McCarthy, 19 News.